What's up, Soil Brothers and Soil Sisters?
Soil Family.
Guys, we are here on our first official honey harvest.
This is the official one.
This is the official one.
And it's hot.
Yes.
It's hot like fire out here
Yes,
too.
it's extremely humid, which is why we're going to do it in the house instead of outside, because it's extremely humid out here.
It's too humid. So, you've been keeping your eye on these girls a lot here lately.
Yeah, just a few days ago I've been in the hive and it looks like it's jam-packed and we need to go ahead and extract this honey out. We did do a few frames earlier in the month, last month.
A few weeks ago. So yeah, like the end of the month, but that was only 4.5 frames and we got a good bit of honey.
Yeah, so that was a practice run.
Yeah.
We got all the little quirks out. So we feel a lot more confident that we're ready to do the real harvest.
We ready, y'all. We ready. I'm here for the honey.
So let's go get in these hives and get this honey. Look at all the bees. Yeah. Come a little closer.
Hold up to this thing. It's crazy.
Alright guys, so this is my box of honey. They got 1 million bees in it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start extracting frames and trying to get some of the bees off of the frames before we take them in the house. Because we don't want the bees in the house.
Definitely.
So there's a lot of ways to get your bees off of your frames. A fume board is one, which we do not have as of yet. And after this, it may be something that we invest in because it can be somewhat difficult to get them to leave this honey. Look how beautiful that frame is, guys.
Leaking.
Yeah, so we got some of the frames just came off.
Hold on. Let me see it. Give me the
So guys, these boxes are jam-packed with bees. So I definitely need to do a split after I do the harvest because there's entirely too many bees in this hive. I think they'll be thankful. So as you can see, even up here in this third box, what should I put it? I put an empty box in here. Yeah, I forgot about the gas smoker. I did put an extra box on here. this one is not completely.
That side is.
Yeah.
Hold the cap.
It is. We'll blow them again before we take them in the house. We go in and like smoke around me and around you. So they don't aggravate you.
Oh no, he's robbing us.
All right, fam. So we are going to check these other boxes, see how they're doing. All right. So the box in the front, completely jam-packed with honey, but I did not put a queen excluder in there. The queen got up there and laid a little bit, so I didn't feel comfortable taking all those frames that had some brood in them. So we left some. So we're gonna see what these look like. I did put a queen excluder on them. They was not as full as the one up front, but we're gonna see what they look like. So this is the box that I actually I extracted last time, and it don't look like it is ready to be extracted again. So we're gonna see what that look like. But the deep at the bottom may have some frames that can be harvested. So guys, if you're thinking about getting into bees, just know there's a lot to learn, but it is very, very exciting. It's a fun process. If you like learning, and this is one of those things where you continuously learn. You don't get to a point where you know it all, ever, I don't think. I know people who've been doing it for 20 years and they say they don't know it all. So information constantly changes. So it will be a learning process, always. So I'm looking at this and it don't look like there's a whole lot. So this is a frame with some honey, bee bread. So that frame may be good to go. It's fully capped. Somehow my queen got up here. And that is not good. So I see some new brood up there. So I might have to check all these frames and make sure there's no brood. See? Constantly learning, guys. Constantly learning. somehow I made a mistake somewhere. I don't know if I got my, I put my queen spoon up here with my queen up top, or what actually occurred, but well, I don't think there's much to this one. I don't know. Might have a couple of frames up here that I can harvest. But that's about it. So we're gonna see what the rest of this hive look like here. Guys, did y'all let our queen get up here? What happened? So guys, we do have, somehow my queen was able to get through the excluder, because we do have newly laid larvae in the bottom box and on the top box above the queen excluder. So it's good to know that it wasn't a mistake on my part. Alright, so guys, there's little to nothing in this top box, which is There's a honey super which needs to be removed. And we're going to check this box here, which looks like it has a little something going on. I do have a queen excluder, but as you can see in the last hive where I had a queen excluder, it's possible that the queen got up here anyway. So let's see. Wow, that's a beautiful frame on this side. I don't know what it look like on that side. Oh, that is beautiful, guys. So we definitely taking that one because it is ready. So this is a beautiful frame also. Yes. But this next frame looks a little suspect. So there is a decent amount of brood in this box, in this frame. So I know good and well this whole box is not safe. Now I want to say I put the excluder up there in enough time for whatever was covered to be able to be hatched out, but I could be wrong. So I have a couple of different choices. I can give it a few days and allow for the brood to hatch and then refill it, because there's some beautiful frames of honey up here. It's not all of them. So some of them are not ready, some of them are. Some of these look newly laid, like she's recently laid them, so I might need to question how good the excluders that I'm using are, because if I'm still able to get queens coming up and laying in my honey boxes, my excluders may not be working efficiently. So I'm gonna have to look into that. We do have a half a frame here. So I am going to take 4 to 5 of these frames in this box. I think something wrong with the queen excluders. Yeah. All right, fam. So we did get the honey off the bees that we were able to get off. So the issues that we did run into today, I found out that my queen excluder don't exclude my queen. So I don't know if, it's just because my queen is small, which I doubt, or just the queen excluders that I got were cheap and ineffective. So that's something I'm gonna have to do, because I had full boxes of honey, full deep boxes of honey. I put my queen excluder on because I knew I wasn't gonna get them done the day I saw them, and come back and I have brood inside my honey super. So that was an issue that we had today, but we were able to harvest a decent amount of frames that didn't have any brood in it. So we're gonna go ahead and extract that.
And these are from 3 separate boxes, so
Yeah.
is it normal to keep them separate, or most people just...
Yeah, some people just don't worry about it, but because we got we knew, and we definitely want to know the difference in the taste of our honey, we're gonna try to separate as much as we can each frame.
You want to cut the light on?
All right, guys. So we are uncapping our frames now. There's multiple tools that they use to uncap the frames. You will find the one that works best for you. What I'm using today is an uncapping knife, and I guess they call it a pick or a cap remover. And I'm going to show you how to go about using those. And this is just for the people who have never done it before, or who are looking at doing it and looking for some ideas. So, when your bees build out their honey, beyond the frame is the best time to use the uncapping knife. Alright, so basically you want to shave down, removing your caps. Look this out up here. And if your knife does not hit someone, you use your little rake and you scratch the caps open so it can release the honey. Why, babe?
Right? I'm here for the honey. So when I made a huge mistake when I tried to uncap, because I was digging into the comb, and it's just, you gotta go back and forth instead of just trying to go straight down, because it'll make you dig, and I was digging a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes you can do that with the heated knife. It'll just melt through. But when you are using the serrated one, you kind of just want to saw the cappings off. Okay? And once you get good at it, it's a lot faster. And I'm not claiming to be good at it, but I can get it done.
Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Well, better.
Of course, they have machines that does do this on a larger scale. But with the few hives I got, no machine is required. So the Bobby machine.
So fam, this is pretty cool. I have 3 frames of honey inside the extractor. As I turn the extractor, you can see where the honey is splattering against the wall of the side of the extractor. It then leaks down to the bottom where it pools. I open the gate and all the honey leaks down into a filter, then releases into a bucket where I store it or I put it into jars. So guys, this extractor is a manual one. There's a lot of different brands out there with a whole lot of different price ranges. Now, they have electric ones. So depending on your condition, how many hives you have, how often you can be doing this, you may elect to get an electric one. Of course, that's a little bit more in price, but it could be worth it if you can afford it. I bought the most affordable one I could find. I did some research. It looked like it will work fine, and so I purchased it. And so far, so good. I had no complaints. It is doing the job, so I will stick with it. Alright fam, so it's time to open that gate and release that honey. The honey flows into that double strainer. Alright, so it's a couple different filtration systems in that double strainer. It removes all the particles of wax and anything else that may be in there with the honeys. And then all the honey leaks down into the bucket. Clear, clean, free of any kind of other debris that may have fallen in with the honey, such as the wax. As you can see, there's wax coming out with the honey. By the time it gets in that bucket, all that will be removed and they will remain in the strainer. And later on, you just remove all the particles and get the wax, where you are later able to melt it down and turn it into wax products, or just be able to have wax to put back on your frames or new frames that you may get. So it's a pretty cool process, guys.
Alright guys, so what I'm using to remove the cappings from my frames is a simple tote and a queen excluder, a metal queen excluder. So I put the queen excluder on top of the tote, so whenever I remove my cappings, the honey that's left in the cappings can leak down into the tote. I could then get the honey from out of the tote. Not very hard. They actually sell equipment especially made for this kind of stuff. You can actually purchase one, or you can come up with one on your own, however you feel like doing it. This works for us. So guys, I'm noticing I'm having a lot of green nectar in most of these frames. So from what I'm told, that there's probably Tupelo. I can't say for sure because I know nothing about it, but I have heard that there's Tupelo, and I know probably about a couple of blocks over from me there's somewhat of a marsh area that does have what appears to be Tupelo trees growing all in it. So I may have Tupelo honey, guys. But I am not swearing by that. But it is really good. It tastes different from the one that I harvested not long ago. But just the color of it is very different to me. And I don't know if that color is actually coming out on camera, on film, but I definitely could see it with the naked eye. And when I took my honey to my bee club not long ago, they thought maybe I had Tupelo inside my honey also, or I had Tupelo honey also. It wasn't, of course, 100% Tupelo, but that was a guess that they had. And this here, and they were looking in the light at it, and they could see a little bit of green in it, but you don't have to really look that hard at this honey here to see it. I don't know if y'all can see that green color to that. And I had probably about 4 frames that look exactly the same. So that's exciting, because I'm told it's one of the more desired honeys.
Okay, break time over.
Alright guys, so some of the equipment that we are using, we purchased, right? But the amazing thing is we are a part of a bee club, our local bee club, and our local bee club allow us to rent all this equipment that we need to harvest honey. So that is a plus in itself. It don't cost much to be a part of the bee club. They give you hands-on experience with handling bees, everything about it. Everything you would need to know, you get to do it there. So when you have to do it at home, you already have the experience in doing it. A expensive piece of equipment is your extractor. You can rent the ones they have and don't even have to purchase this. You know, they rent you out buckets. When I say rent, they loan you this stuff. Ours, they just loan it to you. You don't have to pay anything. So the buckets, the extractor, the screeners, all that. You even get to wax your frames there for free. So basically, you know, they're paying you to be a part of the club because the amount of money you pay for a year is nothing in comparison to what it's going to cost you to purchase or to use or rent any of all this equipment. It is all expensive, you know, but, you know, of course, I went in, guns are blazing, ready to go. I want to get everything I needed, right off the rip, and I went in and purchased the stuff. And then I joined the bee club and realized I didn't have to purchase it. I probably still would have anyway, but I didn't have to. So, and that's a plus for anybody who's getting started in beekeeping. Buying everything that you need to do it can be expensive. But if you can join a bee club that allows you to use some of this stuff, that is a plus. You get to learn how to handle your bees. You get to get some experience from handling your bees. You get to use equipment. You get to, you know, help work on your equipment. I mean, it's a win-win. So the extractor, the screener, the buckets, you know, these buckets, honey buckets, they can cost up to $50 a bucket. You know, of course, we made ours, so it wasn't as expensive, but we did make some mistakes when we made them. So, you know, but we got it now. We got it now, and it's all fun. Like me and my wife, we just sitting around enjoying extracting this honey. We're watching the honey just flow into the buckets.
Smell it.
Yeah, the house is, oh man. If you never smelled a whole bunch of honey at one time, man, it's mesmerizing. And you can't stop licking your fingers, so, you know. I try to wear gloves so I don't, you know,
I probably
lick all the skin off my fingers.
10 pair of gloves.
Alright fam, so we have 2 buckets. We ended up with about 50 pounds. And I'm sure it's probably 50 to 75 more pounds still left in the hives. For whatever reason, my queen was able to get through my queen excluder and was able to lay a little bit of brood inside some of the frames. It wasn't much, but it was enough to stop me from harvesting. So we noticed that the honey in the front was a lot thicker and tastes different from the one in the back. So we decided to store them in different buckets because of the different taste. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pour some honey in these jars and let you see exactly the difference. So as you can see, it is way thicker. Open it up more so it can come out the thing up there. You open it up and it'll come out the thing.
It's coming out
Damn, why is that so big? Alright fam, so to the naked eye, it don't look like there's a big difference. But they taste really different and the consistency is really different.
That is a huge difference.
Yes. Alright fam, so we appreciate y'all for joining us on our harvest of delicious honey.
I'm here for the honey. With that being said, y'all, don't forget to
Like,
share,
and subscribe. Hit that bell so you will be notified when we release more videos.
Till next time, y'all.